No. You must have the wrong...
I don't believe it. Marco! Marco Del Monte!
Cosimo! Oh, you old rogue! It's wonderful to see you. We'd given you up for dead these 10 years or more. Cosimo!
Quiet, lad. Quiet. No need to shout that name.
I'll shout it from the rooftops. It's a great day for Florence when the commander of its fleet comes home. Come on in.
I got some presents here for Viola. Now, most of these things are really for the boy. Piece of chain from a galley when I was a slave and a Barbary pirate. Yeah. I led a mutiny off Madagascar. Yeah, that's a telescope I had when I was navigator for a Prince of Araby. It was his astronomer gave me that old Arabic chart. Chart of gold. That's what the old humbug called it. It's a secret map of El Dorado, the land of gold of the new world. Anyway, my boy should like it, huh?
Yes. Yes, I think any boy should like it. Here.
I give you a toast, Marco. To my lovely Viola, the finest wife a lonely mariner ever came home to.
Cosimo, things have changed a great deal since the old days. The days of the Republic. Here's to its return. May it come back as hale and as hearty as the commander of its fleet.
I'll drink to that.
And what makes you think that this information is of particular value to me?
A customs inspector, Your Excellency, develops eyes and ears and a long memory.
And what is it that you have seen and heard and remembered?
For example, I have seen you, Captain Rodrigo, escorting Cosimo's wife.
Is that all?
I have heard that the lady is now a regular visitor to the Medici Palace.
You came directly here from Del Monte studio,
Yes, Your Excellency.
and no one else knows that Cosimo has returned.
Not a soul, Your Excellency. He asked Marco Del Monte to keep it a secret.
I could wait outside Del Monte studio.
And waylay Cosimo in a public street. I suggest that we call upon his wife immediately. I am sure that we can count on her cooperation.
And Del Monte?
I think we will cordially invite him here.
I see that I was correct in assuming that this information would be of particular value to Your Excellency.
The Black Lady. The English call her the Queen of Spades. The French name her La Dame de Pique, and we know her as the Queen of Swords. In any tongue, she is a token of death. Master Cosimo must return to the dead whence he came. And your knowledge must die with him.
I don't understand.
I will explain. Your information is much too valuable. Your eye too observant, your ear too quick, and your memory far, far too long.
I want to make a good impression. After all, the boy can hardly remember me. Viola's probably filled up his head with all kinds of nonsense about me. Marco, tell me about Viola.
Would you keep still, please? Thank you. What about her?
Is she still as beautiful?
Well, to tell you the truth, Cosimo, we haven't seen Viola in some years. In fact, we've rather lost touch with her, haven't we, Sandro?
Yes, that's right, yes. And you've got an invitation. Give me a week alone with my family. And then we'll have an evening. Just like old times. What do you say?
Yes, that would be fine. Marvelous. Just like old times. Cosimo, you must understand that a lot of things have changed
I
since
know. You don't have to tell me. It's taken me 10 years to get my way back here from all corners of the world. Things are bound to have changed in that time, especially with the Medici in power.
Exactly, Cosimo. You
All
see,
the same, now that I'm back with my own family again, things may be different. The old things, the dreams, the ambitions, they may not matter so much. Marco, I wish I had something a bit more dashing.
Wait a minute. I've got an idea.
I think I'll leave this old chest with you. I'll just take these presents for Viola. After all, the boy won't want to see his father coming in like a peddler. Probably won't be interested in this junk I brought for him. Rusty chains, fancy charts.
Now, let's have a look at you.
Well, how does it look?
Perfect.
Wish me luck.
You should have told him. Well, how would you tell him? Senora?
You're wicked, Captain Rodrigo. It's been a fortnight since we've seen you. Alberto's been so disappointed. He's been practicing that new parry and thrust you taught him night and day.
Senora, will you send for the boy?
You sound so ominous.
Your husband. He is alive and has returned to Florence. He is on his way here at this very moment.
You rang, milady?
Send Master Alberto to us.
Cosimo. Alive. How can he be? I must prepare. I know you'll forgive me your magnificence. I must make ready to welcome Cosimo.
Senora, you will, of course, not have had time to consider what your husband's reaction is likely to be when he learns that you have appointed me the trustee of his estate.
But there was nothing wrong in that.
You know that, and I know that, but will he?
But surely he'll see that I did it for Alberto's sake, so that the estate would be administered properly until Alberto could see to things for himself. He'll understand.
You think so? Don't forget that your husband and I were mortal enemies. He returns after 10 years to find his fortune under my control and his wife received at my court. Do you really think he's so understanding a fellow?
What must I do?
Viola, you know you can trust us. You help us, we'll help you.
On guard, Captain Rodrigo. I shan't run you through. I need you to teach me swordsmanship.
You're doing very nicely, Alberto.
Alberto, I have something to tell you about your father.
My father? He would have been proud of me, wouldn't he?
Senora, this must be very painful for you, if you will permit me. Well, now, you are growing up to be a fine, intelligent young man and a credit to your mother. But now she needs your help. Some scoundrel has arrived in Florence pretending to be your father, and he is coming here.
But everyone knows my father's dead.
Of course. But this rogue hopes to usurp your father's fame and fortune. I expect he thinks that so much time has passed since anyone saw Cosimo that he won't be recognized as an impostor.
I'll run him through.
Oh, Alberto, don't even say it.
Your mother is quite right. You see, we want to find out what this fellow's game is.
Oh, it's political intrigue.
We don't know, but we want to trap and expose the ruffian.
Ah, that should be fun.
You and your mother, you must pretend to be taken in. You must lead him on, encourage him, but you'll have to be very, very clever.
We'll manage the fellow, won't we, Mother?
Yes, Alberto. We'll manage if we must.
I knew that you would. Come now, boy, see me out.
Oh, Rodrigo, what am I going to do?
There, leave it to me, Viola. Here's a powerful sleeping draught. Give it to him in his wine tonight. I'll get him away under cover of darkness.
You will?
Don't worry. We'll take good care of him.
Well, don't just stand there gaping. Step lively.
Listen to him, Mother. Can you imagine the commander of the fleet bellowing like that?
I'll leave by the side door.
Tell milady it's our husband come home.
Come to me, Alberto.
Milady, there's a person at the door who says he's Master Cosimo.
Show him in, Maria.
Viola.
Mother, aren't you going to introduce me?
Alberto. Alberto, my son.
Cosimo, my dearest,
just can't believe it's such a shock. A miracle.
Alberto, take your father's cloak.
I think I should have known you anywhere, Father. Mother's told me such a lot about you.
Yes. What are you looking at me like that for?
It's true.
What?
You're still as beautiful as ever, my darling.
Cosimo.
When you're facing a Saracen blade, son, and a Barbary corsair, it's none of your fancy thrust and parry like the bravos in the streets of Florence.
I'd like to see a Barbary pirate cross swords with Rodrigo.
Who's this Rodrigo, son?
He's de Medici's captain and the first swordsman of Florence.
And what's a son of mine doing knowing de Medici's captain?
Captain Rodrigo has been good enough to give him some lessons from time to time.
Why, are you a political enemy of de Medici? Or a secret Republican agent?
Well, not very secret, lad. I serve the Republic of Florence. If de Medici's an enemy of the Republic, he's an enemy of mine.
Is it because of him you left Florence?
Yes. He drove me out of my own city. I've been a wanderer ever since.
Excuse me, dear. Alberto, I want to talk to you. Get him out of the room. Leave me alone long enough to prepare the wine for him.
Father, why don't you come up and have a look at my room?
Yes, do, dear. I'll bring you some more wine up there.
Go on. It's a good room, lad. A man's room. I'm sorry I left that old chest at Marco's now. You'd have enjoyed the things I brought for you. A chain from a pirate galley, a compass from Spain, a Turkish spyglass, an Arabic astronomer's chart to El Dorado, land of gold. Each year, a new discovery to teach us how little we knew the year before.
Someday I'd like to.
What, son?
Nothing.
Take to the sea, lad? You're my own son. Why not? After all, Amerigo Vespucci is a Florentine. Christopher Columbus is from Genoa. Someday, Alberto Cosimo. Why not? Maybe.
Mother's often said I was just like you.
Here you are, dear. It's a nice room, isn't it? Sit over here by the fire.
After a homecoming like this, a man could die content.
Your views on art are always interesting, Captain Rodrigo, but I happen to be rather busy at the moment.
I bring a most cordial invitation from His Excellency. He requests your presence at the palace at your earliest convenience.
Oh, come now, Del Monte. Your show of innocence is very affecting, but not convincing. You see, I already know that Cosimo visited you this morning.
Allow me to congratulate Your Magnificence on your system of communication.
Apart from his family, you are the only one left who knows of his return, and should anything happen to him, the only one who could make an issue of it.
Then, Your Magnificence, what assurances do you require for my silence?
Only one. Your immediate and permanent departure from this city, alive or dead.
If all this is because his wife entrusted his estate to you, then I must say, it's really ironic.
Oh, how?
Well, I assume that Your Magnificence is afraid that Cosimo will try and regain his possession. But his property means nothing to him compared to...
Compared to what?
If I only had the details, I would, of course, be in a position to bargain with you. As it is, if I know Cosimo, his secret will die with him. And all I have is the chart.
What chart?
Well, what does it matter? Without Cosimo's information, it doesn't mean anything. An Arabic astronomer's chart to El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Yes, The land of gold in the New World. Oh, navigators have been seeking a route for a generation. Perhaps that's why Cosimo guards the secret so closely.
Why did he come to you?
He needed a draftsman. He wanted me to redraft the chart according to information that he had from his latest discoveries.
El Dorado. Now I understand why he was content to let those tales of his death go unchallenged all these years. Is Cosimo awake?
Yes, Excellence?
Bring him to me, and the other one. Well, Master Marco, now is your chance to bargain. You have the chart, I have Cosimo. Together, I hope we may be able to persuade him to save both your lives.
I have little choice.
You have none?
Sandro.
Remove the shackles. Master Cosimo, my apologies. I was obliged to have you rendered insensible and brought here as a result of a complete misunderstanding.
No misunderstanding, de Medici. You turned my wife against me and had me thrown in your filthy dungeon.
Yes, most unfortunate, but pray let us forget that now. I will save time if I say at once that I know about your chart.
What chart?
The chart to El Dorado, Cosimo. I told His Magnificence everything.
But I told you that chart's useless.
That is why we are both here, alive. It is quite useless without your information. I saw no other way of saving either of us. So I hope that for both our sakes, you will listen to what His Magnificence has to say.
Well?
I am willing to supply the funds and ships for a full expedition to El Dorado under the Medici flag, of course, provided that you and Del Monte are willing to supply a corrected chart.
Well, under the circumstances, I don't seem to have any alternative.
I am delighted to find that, like me, you are a reasonable man. You and Del Monte will retire to his studio to redraft the chart. And I trust you will not take offense if I send my captain and a small guard to, shall we say, police my interests until the legal documents can be signed in the morning. Rodrigo, take good care of our master mariner. Your life will answer for his. El Dorado.
Mother, what do you think Rodrigo and de Medici will do to that fellow?
They'll do what's best for all of us, I'm sure.
Yes, I suppose so.
Good night, dear.
Good night.
Sandro, do you know where we are? It's Pozzi, the armorer. You remember, the man that sells the Saracen blades.
Come on, you two.
Of course, Rodrigo wouldn't be interested in Saracen blades. He probably doesn't even know how to use one.
What do you mean I don't know how to use one?
Well, you've never had the opportunity, have you? Run, Cosimo! Sandro!
No, not after them. Leave them alone. After him. Don't let the mariner get away.
Alberto, my boy, I need your help to escape from Florence.
Why?
It seems de Medici and your friend Rodrigo don't like the notion that I'm alive.
You shouldn't have come here.
Alberto, my boy, it's your father asking you to help him save his life.
Did you think we were fooled? Do you think I'd be taken in by you?
Alberto!
Just because you know how to tell exciting stories?
Alberto! My own son!
Don't try to attack me.
Who's been lying to you? Call your mother!
Why? Do you want to hear it from her own lips? She's downstairs.
Viola! Has Cosimo been here?
No.
He's got away!
Mother! Mother!
There's the boy calling. I must warn him. What am I going to tell him?
I don't care what that devil you tell him is your son. And that grey-bearded pirate is your husband.
Why didn't you kill him while you had the chance?
Because he proved to be more valuable to us alive.
What about Alberto?
Let's go and talk to the boy. Alberto, you haven't seen Cosimo, have you?
The imposter, darling. He's escaped.
No, Mother. The imposter hasn't been here.
Lock your door, Alberto. I'll explain everything in the morning.
Who's there?
Rodrigo.
Put up your sword, Cosimo. Don't be a fool.
Mother!
Poor Viola.
You must get away.
Yes. We'll go to Marco's studio before the guards get there.
You might be able to escape by the river. I'll try and steal you a boat. Father?
Yes, he's coming now.
Well, Marco, Thank you.
Now, quickly. Sandro will give the guards a good run for their money, but he can't keep running all night. Come on.
Well, what'll happen to you?
I'll be all right.
I know. The chart. You can tell de Medici that you made the corrections and turn it over to him. That should clear you.
You sure you won't take it with you?
No. It's a new El Dorado I'll go seeking. A land where a man's soul's his own.
Ha-ha!
The boat's tied to the ladder. If you row close in onto the bank till you're free of the bridge, you'll be all right.
You're a good lad, Alberto. And my own true son. Take care of him, Marco.
Take me with you, Father.
Step lively, then.